there, my angels. Welcome back. It's Tigra bringing you yet another deck review. And I have a bunch of goodies that arrived in this beautiful packaging here. And let's see what we have. Oh, wow. She sent me a whole bunch of goodies for you guys. So not one, two. Wow, she sent me 4 decks. Ooh, what is this? So we're going to throw this out. Wow, look at this, guys. Beautiful. Let's move this out the way. So I have 4 different decks here. I love the pouch selections that she sent me. Gorgeous. And what is this? Let's see. It's like a shell and it opens up. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I love this. Oh, heart crystal. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, that's so gorgeous. I'll leave that right there. That's so pretty. And let's open up the cards so we can see who sent it to us. Divine Beauty Oracle. So sent me this beautiful Hallmark card. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. Dear Tigra, Divine Beauty Oracles, love accessories for the soul, come to life from my heart, soul, and mind with much help from my angels and guides. A series of experiences of my spiritual journey I want to share with the world. While it helps others in having clarity over their own journey. She's working on a few projects, one being Love and a Union. I just can't wait to bring my upcoming decks to life. At the present time, I still work full-time in the medical field, which I love. And she looks forward to doing her decks. Oh, Michelle. So thank you, Michelle. Oh, this is beautiful. So this is Divine Beauty Oracles by Michelle. And we just want to thank her. Look at the beautiful card. That was so nice what she wrote. And she gave me another one here as well. That's her little thank you logo there. And you can find Michelle at at.a, and I will give you her information. Oh, she must have known. Thank you, Michelle. I love the seascape. Anyone that knows me knows I love the sea. I don't like going in the water, though, believe it or not. But I love the sea. I love pictures of the sea and sunscapes and beachscapes. Oh, thank you. I'm going to frame this because I really do love this. This is beautiful. Thank you. Oh, thank you for reaching out to me and your interest in my cards. Oh, she's grateful. Sincerely, Michelle. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to show your beautiful decks, which I'm so excited right now to show. I can only imagine what's in here. So she gifted me 4 beautiful decks. So please, please, if you don't do anything else, promise me, my guys, that you will go over to her Divine Beauty Oracle shop at Etsy. There was no discounts offered, but, you know, show your love. And if you do order something, just mention that you saw her decks here on my channel. Now, there are 4 different decks here, so I may not get to them all in this video. So I might have to do a 2-part or 3-part video. But let's just see. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, my gosh. They're still all... I love the bag that she sent them in. I'm so anxious to open them all. So we have this beautiful blue one. Then we have another deck here in this red pack. Oh, look at this one. Wow. Look at the backing on that. Ooh, I'm so excited. I have to bless these and clean them. I can do the review, but I can't use them in readings. Oh, surrender. Whoop. Sorry, I dropped one. Okay. I guess that one will go in part 2 video. Wow. So she has several, and this is just a portion of what she sent me. She has other decks because I saw other decks on her shop. So she has a wider range of decks. So if you're looking for something different, by all means, please go to her shop. So I think we're going to just do 2 for this video, and then we'll do the other 2 in a separate one, because it will make this tape too long, and I know the patience level of my Saggies. So let's do 2. So let's go with this first one. In this beautiful black set. I love the black satin pouch, and it's a perfect size for this deck. And this is called the Love Shadow deck by Divine Beauty Oracles. And again, that's Michelle over at Etsy. Just gonna puncture a little hole here so we can get it out. And I'll cleanse these afterwards. I don't want to take time from the video. As you know, I don't have to cleanse them to do the review. I just have to cleanse my decks before I do readings. At least that's just my practice. But you can do whatever you see fit. So this deck, ooh, I love the feel of it. I love the colors. Oh my gosh, look at this. Oh, wow. I see what she did. Okay. So this is the Love Shadow. So this is a love deck in black and white. And the beautiful swan. The swan with the background of the clouds. I love this. It's so simple and so gentle looking, but so elegant. So you're looking at the Love Shadow by Divine Beauty Oracle. That's Michelle's shop and her name at Etsy. And this is her Love Shadow deck. Oh, I love the size of these cards. And it definitely goes well with the bag that she sent. So I love the design. I love the feel of the cards already. Nice. This is a nice size deck because, like, you know, like in the palm of my hand, it can fit. Nice size. And then the opposite side, right? So all the facing cards are the same because, you know, sometimes it can be different. And on the back, she continues. So I love the simplicity of this because it's so sexy. Like, it's so sexy only doing it in the black and white. But it's the swan that gives it that elegance. It's just like, it's beautiful. And she did the swan all throughout. Let me see if the swan, yes, it's the same exact swan throughout. For example, look, we have the card of self-centered and we have intimidated. So I love that. So it's the same design. She only went with 2 designs. The design for the cover with the swan with the background of the clouds. And then the opposite side is just the swan in the shallows of the water. And then the key word for each card. I love it. Shuffles great. This is a great size deck. It's not too small, it's not too big, it's not your average size towel, but I'll show you compared to something smaller. This is the smallest my cards are. So compared to this, I mean, this is nice to handle, and you see it shuffles really nice. So let's see what this Love Shadow deck brings us. I love this. This is cute. So again, Love Shadow. So this would be great for a love reading. You can use it as a clarifier or however you see fit. If you want to just pick out a card for the day, you know, tapping into your energy or your lover's energies, you can do that as well. The first card is Trigger. Ooh, Trigger. That's different. I don't have a deck that has the card Trigger. Like if someone triggers something in you, right? I like that. Dishonesty. Someone who's not being loyal. Someone who's telling you lies. Someone who's not telling the truth. So these are like actions or behaviors in a love affair or love relationship. Intoxication. Well, this card doesn't necessarily have to mean that the person or yourself is intoxicated, but you can give people the feeling of intoxication, like you overwhelm them, or you know, they overpower you. That sense of intoxication. Evasive. I like these words. Okay. These are different because I don't, like I said, I like to get decks that don't repeat the same terminology that I have in other decks. Obsession. Hopefully none of you have ever had to deal with that. Carelessness. That's a great one because we do know that sometimes either us or our partners could be very careless, not thinking of our feelings, not asking us about things, not tapping into us, doing things without any regards to our feelings. Power. Protect. If I got that card in a reading, it would signify to me that that person is there to protect me, or I can look to that person, for protection, or I should protect the relationship. Distraction. Distraction could mean that, someone else has his or her eye, someone else is capturing their attention, they're kind of like spread thin, they're not really focusing on me or the relationship. They're out with their friends, they're worrying about their family, they're spending too much time on a job, they're just distracted, they have too much things going on. Envious. When people are jealous of you, when you have people who are bitter against you for no reason other than their own insecurities. Ooh, gutless. Ooh. Shoot, Michelle, you really dug deep from the barrel with the words. I love it. Anxious. Traditions. The things that our parents raised us, the certain protocols and certain things that are a norm, or what we care to call as a norm in our particular words that we want, our family and our children and our grandchildren to follow. Like Thanksgiving, sitting at the table with your family, spending Christmas together. Just certain traditions, in a whole as people, and there's spiritual traditions in a whole that we try to keep sacred. Embarrassed, right? If this came out in a reading, feeling embarrassed in a love relationship, could be they're embarrassed because you caught them in a lie. They could be embarrassed maybe because of their sexual performance, embarrassed because they got caught. The only thing I can really think of, like, the energies that come to me when someone's embarrassed in a love relationship, they're embarrassed because of lack of performance, poor performance, or they got caught in something. Overreact. Yeah, when people are too judgmental, or, they blow things out of proportion. That's overreacting. I like that. That's definitely a card. I've never seen that terminology in a card. Overanalyze. Yep. Again, thinking way beyond what the situation, needs to be. They need to be on 1 and they're on 10. Excuses. Someone just telling you things to be telling you things, and, oh honey, I'm sorry, I didn't get the milk because I just forgot, I had an errand to run. Don't make excuses. Oh, I didn't text you because, I was hanging out with the guys. Those type of guys or gals in your life that always make excuses why they were late on the date, why they couldn't make the date, why they didn't stay over, why they couldn't come over, why they can never seem to do anything that they need to do for the relationship. Bunch of excuses. Codependent. Well, we know what that's about too, right? When someone is really relying and leaning on their partner like a crutch. Okay, I'm trying to see. I think this says, okay, I don't know this word. Don't laugh at me. Reticent? I have to look that up. I'm not quite sure what the meaning of that is. That's odd. I'm not too familiar with that word. I have to look that up. I don't think reticent. That's new to me. I have to look that up. That's a challenge for me. I like it. Self-assurance. Work. This card comes up in a love reading. Work could be getting in the way of the relationship, or the relationship needs some work. You both got to put work into the relationship. Assume. Now, again, not to judge, not to run to quick decisions without knowing the facts. Change that's needed in a relationship, or maybe individually or collectively. You both need to change, or there's a change coming about in the relationship. Unappreciated. When you're carrying the weight of the relationship, when you're the one that's doing everything, it seems like, and your partner doesn't recognize that, they're not acknowledging you or the relationship, they're not giving you the time that you deserve, they're not giving you the kudos, and the praise that that you truly deserve as being their partner. It's terrible when you feel unappreciated and not recognized in a relationship. Faithless. Good one. Intimidated. Yeah, you could be intimidated in a love relationship, because depending on the energies between the two of you and who's the stronger of the two, you can definitely be intimidated. Unlovable. I hope that none of my Saggies ever find yourself in that situation, but the world being that it is, I'm quite sure you have run into some people. It doesn't matter how much you do for them, how much you love them, they just seem to be unlovable. And again, that's usually due to like issues growing up. Pain could be causing relationship partners, causing you pain. Lonely, like when you're sleeping next to, you're sleeping with the stranger, right? Sometimes you could be living with someone and you're more lonely having them with you than being physically alone by yourself, feeling lonely. A lot of people are in relationships and their partners just aren't there mentally. And, they're there in the house with them, they eat with them, they sleep next to them, but there's no attachment, there's no warmth, there's no connection. And it does leave the other person feeling very lonely and unwanted. Jealousy. Someone wanting your man, someone wanting your girl. Could be jealousy either from someone outside the relationship, or there's sometimes too there's jealousy within the relationship, especially if one of you is the breadwinner, or one of you tends to be a little bit more attractive than the other partner. Oh yeah, there's all forms of jealousy when it comes to love. Fearful. You could be fearful that someone's going to leave you. This card could come up, that your partner's fearful that you find out that they did something behind your back, or, they're doing something behind your back. They don't want to get caught in a lie. Doubts. Wow. This came up in a reading. Both of you, or either one of you, could have doubts about the relationship, or doubts about each other, doubts about something that is said, doubt about the honesty or integrity of something that's being said, not trusting the situation or not trusting the relationship. Bully. Now, in a love relationship, this is a different type of card, Michelle. A bully. To be a bully in a relationship, would be someone, again, that you're taking advantage of your partner. You're trying to control them. You're trying to, put your weight on them. It's like your way or the highway type of thing. Very interesting card to create, Michelle. Bully. Followed by worthiness. Yeah. I think we've all been in relationships at one point in our life where we questioned our worthiness, or the way how our partner treats us or reacts to us or regards us. We question what our worthiness is to them as a partner and a lover. Jaded. Ooh, I like that. Jaded is a good one. Fail. The relationship could be failing, or, it could be you came back together, but the reunion is not one that's working. Awkward. Could be, if this came up in a reading, it could be that something is awkward between the two of you. Something is going on and neither one of you want to touch the subject. You know what I mean? It's very awkward, especially if it's about sexual performance or the possible thought that one of you might be cheating, or body hygiene. There's a lot of different things in a loving relationship where you can feel very awkward to bring up something or to mention something to your partner, or vice versa, because they don't want to hurt your feelings or get you upset. Criticism. You could be with a partner that offers too much criticism in the relationship. Again, that they tend to nitpick. They never have anything good to say. They always downplay your achievements. They don't lift you up. They tear you down. So yeah, criticism. That's more like a narcissistic behavior. Defeated. When you feel defeated in a relationship, like, you're doing everything that you can, but things still aren't working out. You feel like that's it. You throw your hat in the ring. You give up because you've done everything. There's nothing else you can do. Habits. Habits could be causing conflict in a relationship. It could be a sign to improve your habits or introduce ways on getting rid of bad habits that both of you or either one of you may be contributing to the relationship. Self-centered. Who has the ego? Who's conceited? That's what that means. Is it you? Is it them? It's a party of two. It should always be about the both of you, not just one person taking kudos for everything, not one person thinking that everything should revolve about their needs and what they want and not their partner. Lack. Wow. This came up to me in the card in the reading, and I saw the word lack. I definitely know that this relationship is suffering. There's something that either party or that person who gets this card is missing something in the relationship. There's a void that needs to be filled. There's a need that is not being tended to. Unwanted. Again, tapping this into like with lonely, and lack, unwanted. When you feel unwanted, you feel like, again, you're sleeping with the enemy. You're lonely. The person doesn't really want you. They're not hugging you. They're not holding you. They're not regarding you. They're not saying sweet nothings to you. They don't pay you any attention. They just kind of go, they kind of ghost you in a sense. Resistance. Defensive. Intellect. Deception, the lies, the trickery. Judgment. Apathy. Nice. Never saw apathy in a card. Like that, Michelle. Joyless. Melancholy. Oh, I love that. I love melancholy. That's so nice. I like that. Scenario. A situation going on. Mistrust. Again, not having that trust, not having that understanding. There could be lies and deception, Complacent. To me, when I hear the word complacent, I think like someone's being too comfortable. Someone's being kind of like lazy. They're not making the effort that they should. They're just like with the status quo with the relationship. Like they can accept the relationship just as it is. If it never gets any better or never gets any worse, like they're just complacent. And then finally, despair. Again, feeling lost, feeling like you have no power, no control. It's like almost in a sense of desperation that you're trying to do everything to make this relationship work or to turn things about and things aren't. So this has been your introduction to my lovely Michelle's Love Shadow deck, which you can find at her shop at Etsy, at Divine Beauty Oracles. Again, like I said, I love the way how it shuffles. I love the medium to compact size of the card, fair to medium size stock, simple colors, black and white. Can't get more simpler than that. But I love the elegance of the swan. The swan does it for me. I don't have any other deck with this particular type of artwork. So this is definitely a deck that if you wanted to, like I said, put into your love readings to use for clarifiers or card pull just because. So let's see. So I got the cards defensive, intellect, and deception. So I would feel like someone's being, someone is not telling you the truth in a situation. They're very smart about the way how they're trying to keep whatever it is that they're trying to keep from you. So they're protecting themselves. And if anything, they would try to project like you're the person that is hiding something, or you're the person that causing a problem, not them. Because they have the intellect to use to build up a defense. Meanwhile, they're deceiving you all along. They're the ones that are causing the problems. They're the ones that are lying, cheating. But because they're smart at their wit, and they know how to play with words, and they know how to manipulate you, they will spin it on you. So that's one way you could use those cards together. Let's get one more scenario. Judgment, apathy, and joyless. This one's a little bit more trickier. If this had came up in someone's reading, depending what the other supporting cards would be and whatever, however I'm clarifying it, I would feel like you 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 you, you need to be sympathetic, or the need for to be sympathetic when someone's going through something, when they're going through a cycle, when they're going through a difficult time in their life. They're already kind of like feeling knocked down, not feeling happy, not having joy in their life. And you need to be understanding as a partner, where they're at in their emotions, where they're at in their feelings, and be sympathetic, to have apathy towards what it is that they're going through this cycle of judgments, through this cycle of recognizing the challenges that they're facing, and the roadblocks or the directions of paths that which are they may have to choose from, which leaves them kind of perplexed. Let's see what's underneath it. Okay, so intellect comes up again. So again, give them the space to use their smarts to get them through this. Be there to support them, but let them go through their hurt. Let them go through the painful process of healing, but you can be there for supportive reasons. Let's do one more. Intimidated, unlovable, and pain. Wow, yeah. So someone can definitely be intimidating to the point that their attitude and the way how they are towards you, you can't, it makes it difficult for you to give them love or to show them love, thus therefore making them unlovable. And that causes pain for you, because this is someone that you love, this is someone that you want to share a life with, this is someone that you're in a relationship with. But their tactics of intimidation and the role that their intimidation plays on the relationship doesn't allow you to have and to give them the type of love that you would need to. So it is a painful time that you go through this. And it's a painful feeling to go through being in a relationship with someone that you can't really express your love for them because of the intimidation, because of the way how they strong hand you, and the way how they speak to you and approach you and just handle you, all around in regards to the relationship. And the underlying message with faithless, I would say, is that you lack the faith. You don't have faith in this relationship anymore because of what and how your partner treats you, and the pain that it causes you, because you know that they're lovable, you think that they're lovable, and it's there under the surface, but because of the intimidation, it just takes it all away. You know, people can have the potential to be the best thing in the planet, but unless they actually act that way, you know, then they never will be. So there's just a few ways in which you can use the cards. And like I said, if you just want to pick a card for the day. So let's see. I just had to shuffle, right? And spread the cards out and just be guided to a card, deception. So if I woke up, you know, one morning I said, well, let me just see, you know, what's the energy going around with someone in my love life right now, and I get this card deception, and we're like, whoa, this person could be possibly lying to me. Let me just, you know, when I'm with them today, let me just keep my eyes and ears open and watch their movement and see if there is something that's going on, or there's a secret that they're keeping from me. Okay, so again, I just want to thank Michelle for giving me the opportunity to do this deck review. And I've spent a few minutes now on this, and I don't want to make it too long. So I'm going to stop here, and we're going to continue with the other 3 decks. So we're going to do 4 different videos for Michelle's other cards. And this is just review number 1 on the Love Shadow deck. So again, when you get a chance, show your love and support for Michelle at Divine Beauty Oracles. And like I said, she has many decks at her site, not only just this Love Shadow, but this is just the first one, and then we'll tap into the other 3. So thank you for joining. Thank you again, Michelle. I'll be back. Thank you for this beautiful crystal. I love it. It's so cute. Thank you for the wonderful cards. And we'll be back for part 2. And this is going to be her sensuous adventures. Oh, I can't wait to get into this deck. And I love that her decks, they seem to be different. They seem to be, I like the style of it, and I like the wording and her approach. But I think this one's going to be a nice, juicy one. That's why it's in hot red. So we'll get to that, and we'll get to the other 2 in the 2 videos following that. So thank you again for joining me for this deck review of Love Shadow. Show your love and support, and I'll be back with the other 3 deck reviews of Michelle's continued work. God bless.